Now, I've talked to many couples in my career. And the most important part of a relationship is the beginning when you're trying to fit that puzzle together. So yeah, all of y'all are talking, but none of y'all are actually saying what you really feel. Y'all ain't gonna make it if you don't put that child voice within you aside and let the adult within y'all talk. Now, if y'all want to talk, I am willing to do that.
Yeah, Dr. Reid is probably my new favorite character in Tyler Perry, in the Tyler Perry universe, because my goodness. So yeah, I just gotta say, when it comes to Dr. Reid as a character, I'm still cautious because of the fact that it's kind of a guilt by association thing, you know? The fact that Paul recommended, Dr. Reid, so it's like, okay, is Dr. Reid legit? Is he the kind of person who's actually helping Zach as opposed to sabotaging him? Is he giving information from his quote unquote appointments with Zach and Fatima over to Paul in order to help out in terms of, hey, you know what, Paul, here's what Zach and Fatima are going through, and I think they might break up, so if you want to swoop in, now's the time. On Twitter, Jamie, the struggling actor, who followed me. I mean, that was pretty cool, because yesterday when I was tweeting about the show, he tweeted back, and I'm like, wait a minute, he looks familiar. So I gave him a follow back. Make sure you follow him on social media. I'll leave a link to his Twitter in the comment section below. If he has an Instagram, I will link that as well. So go follow Dr. Reid. But yeah, he was so good in the role. He was so good. I don't know if he's a real doctor, but if not, holy crap, great actor. And then another question is, in terms of the writing for what was said during his episodes, was that ad-libbed? Did Tyler Perry write it himself? Did he get like a legit therapist, counselor to give advice and then integrate it into the script? Like I said during the live, I'm like, well, hey, I mean, Tyler is besties with Oprah, and then, with all the talk shows she's had, and, psychiatrist and whatnot, and, who knows, Tyler probably has, his own experiences with counseling and whatnot and reading books of that nature. So maybe he wrote it himself. But regardless, there were some great messages that Dr. Reid was, dropping, not only in the at the dinner table, but also in the hospital with Zach as well. He really just screwed up when he mentioned Paul, which I think, like, bro, why did you do that? Why did you do that? But other than that, I just really think Dr. Reid is a great character, and I would love to see him on Sistas, just to break it down to the ladies on that show as well. And I do think that overall, even though he didn't know Angela and Bryce all that well, he even said so, like, hey, Bryce, I don't really know you at all, or your backstory, but from what I can tell, you just misread Zach's signals. And when it comes to Angela, she was, just called out for her insecurities that she hides behind her makeup, clothing, and hair and whatnot. But at the same time, my gripe about Dr. Reid is that he didn't call out Fatima. Fatima didn't get any of the smoke, I mean, you could argue that she did when they had their one-on-one meeting, when she, arranged for, hey, can you come over for dinner? Yeah, but at the same time, I'm thinking maybe Fatima's going to get hers during the back half of season 2. But I think that's the main issue with Zach and Fatima's relationship. Yes, Zach has issues, Zach has problems, but for some reason, Fatima's acting like fixing Zach will fix everything about the relationship, when in reality, she has major issues herself that aren't addressed, like her inability to communicate effectively anymore. I mean, that's the main thing about Fatima that's just rubbed me the wrong way since Sistas season 5. So in my opinion, I think Dr. Reid is a phenomenal character. The fact that he's able to read people so well, and I think that this is why I believe Zach didn't go through having sex with Connie. I think that, in the back of his mind, when he went into Connie's apartment, he thought about what Dr. Reid said about sabotaging everything and then decided not to have sex. And I wouldn't be surprised if Dr. Reid shows up in the back half of season 2, either to talk with Fatima, Zach goes to talk with him, or he talks with them both. I don't know, but I don't think we're done with Dr. Reid just yet. I honestly don't think. I think when Zach starts to realize that he is destroying his own life the same way the doctor pointed out, he's going to try to turn things around. So with that being said, that's really all I have. I mean, I could say more, but it's just, the man speaks for himself. You know, he came in, he dropped some truth bombs, he put down his fork and got out. So let me know your thoughts on Dr. Reid in the comment section below. To be honest, I think him being, you know, upfront about his connection to Paul, if nothing else, is a sign he can be trusted. That's just my opinion. But what do you think? Do you think that, oh, it's, you know, he's negative to Zatima's relationship by association to Paul? Yeah, there are some things that have me going, it seems a bit too coincidental, but I think he's legit. So, I mean, I'm honestly, after watching him, I want to, you know, get his business card to set an appointment for myself because it was phenomenal. So let's talk about it more in the comment section below. Like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.